Thanks for joining. In this lesson we will practice with conversion or speaking the JavaScript language coercion and strings concatenation. We will see how it works in JavaScript. If you have any questions or need clarification along the way, feel free to comment below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting lessons like this one. Let's jump right in and start learning. First, let's discuss numeric conversion in JavaScript. Conversion is automatic conversion of values from one data type to another. JavaScript supports two types of coercion: implicit coercion and explicit. Implicit coercion occurs when JavaScript automatically converts a value from one type to another, and explicit coercion involves manually converting a value from one type to another using functions. And now start coding. In the first few lines we have some variables being declared. We have a variable called number, assigned the value 10, and another variable called string, assigned the string 5. Then we have a variable called result, which is assigned the sum of number and string. Now remember that JavaScript can perform implicit type coercion, which means it tries to convert values to a compatible type when performing operations. In this case, since we are using the plus operator to concatenate number and string, JavaScript converts number to a string and concatenates the two values. So the value of result would be the string 105. Finally, we'll log the value of result in the console. And as you can see that the result is 105. Next, we have a similar scenario with different variable names. We declare a variable called num, assign the value 10, and another variable called string, str, assign the string 5. Then we have a variable called res, which is assigned the sum of num and the result of converting string to a number using the number function. And the number function is a special function provided by JavaScript to convert strings to numbers. We will talk about this function in future lessons. So this time we are explicitly converting str to a number before performing the addition. So the value of res would be the number 15. We log the value of res to the console and we see the number 15. So now if we execute both pieces of code, we see that the first code is saying 105, which is string concatenations, and since we explicitly converted string to a number using number function, we will get 15, which is mathematical operation. Now let's see more interesting example. So we will be trying to convert an empty string, which is quotes. So when you declare quotes in JavaScript, it means in an empty string. So now we are trying to convert an empty string using the unary plus operator. The unary plus operator is converting the values to numbers. In JavaScript, when you use the unary plus operator on an empty string, it gets converted to nil. So this line would log nil to the console. And similarly, when you use the unary plus operator on a boolean value like true, it gets converted to 1. So the second line would log 1 to the console, because true is actually 1, so we convert true to 1, and that's why we get the 1. Moving on, we have two variables called dogs and cats, assigned the string 11 and 22 respectively. When we use the plus operator to concatenate two strings, JavaScript treats it as a string concatenation operation, not an addition. So the line console log dogs plus cats would log the string 1122 to the console. In the next few lines we have a variable called numString, assign the string 123. Then we have a constant called numValue, assign the result of converting numString to a number using the unary plus operator. So numValue would be the number 123, and we log the value of numValue to the console. So we converted string to a number using unary plus operator. Now we have a variable called numString, assign the string 42. We log the type of numString using the type of operator, and it would be string. Then we have a variable called numVal, assign the result of converting numString to a number using the unary plus operator. We log the type of numVal, and it would be number. Finally, we log the value of numVal to the console, which would be the number 42. So we converted 42 string to 42 number. And as you can see, we log types before conversion and after conversion. So first, before conversion, it was a string and then it became a number. So 42 finally is a number. And with next example, we have a constant called boolean value, assign the value of true, and we will try to convert it to a number using unary plus operator. And as a result, we will get 1. Again, true converted to a numeric value will be 1. And with the next example, we will get an interesting result. We will convert the null to a number using the explicit conversion with the number function. The null value represents the intentional absence of any object value. It's one of the JavaScript primitive values and it's treated as falsy for Boolean operations. We will talk about primitives in few lessons. So primitive value of null explicitly converted using the number function will give us the null, the actual numeric null. And let's consider this piece of code. Now we have a variable called str1 assigned the string hello. When we try to convert it to a number using unary plus operator, JavaScript realizes that the conversion is not possible and it returns nan, which is not a number. So the line let numeric value plus string 1 would assign nan to numeric value 1. We log the value of numeric value to the console and it would be nan, not a number. So not a number or nan is a number that is not a legal number. And we will discuss that in future lessons. And as the final example, we have two constants called key1 and key2, assigned the strings 1 and 2 respectively. We use the unary plus operator on both strings and add them together using plus operator. So JavaScript performs the conversion of both strings to numbers. So the line console log plus key1, then plus key2 would log the number 3 to the console. And that's it for this example. Let's move forward. Next topic for this lesson is string concatenation in JavaScript with binary plus. String concatenation in JavaScript refers to the process of combining multiple strings together to create a single string. So the binary plus operator in JavaScript can be used for string concatenation. And now start coding. In the first few lines we have some variables being declared. We have a variable called first name assigned the string John and another variable called last name assigned the string Do. Then we have a variable called full name, which is assigned the concatenation of first name and the last name. And then if we console log the result, we see that there is no space between the first name and the last name. So we have two options here. First option is we can add the space after the John name. So this space will be placed by JavaScript and we will get a space between John and Do. So they will be separated, both first name and the last name. And the second option, we can add in place an empty string using quotes. Then we will concatenate first name, empty string and the last name. So it will give us an empty space between the first name and the last name. Moving on, we have a similar scenario with different variable names. We declare a variable called invite, assign the string hello, and another variable called customer, assign the string Alice. Then we have a variable called greeting, which is assigned the concatenation of invite, customer, and then string welcome to our website. So the value of greeting would be hello Alice, welcome to our website, and we log the value of greeting to the console. Now let's work with numbers and strings together. We have a variable called age, assigned the number 25. Then we have a variable called info, which is assigned the concatenation of the string I am, then age variable, and again string years old. So the value of info would be I'm 25 years old, and we log the value of info in the console. Next, we have two variables called num1 and num2, assigned the numbers 10 and 5 respectively. We have a variable called result, which is assigned the concatenation of the string. So first we have the string the sum of, then we concatenate the string with num1, which is 10, then again we concatenate with the string and, then we introduce num2 as a number, and finally we get the mathematical operation in parentheses, so we will add num1 to num2. So the console log provides us first concatenation of num1 and num2 with strings, and then num1 plus num2 as a mathematical operation. Now let's discuss Boolean. We have a variable called isAdmin, assigned the value true. We have a variable called message, which is assigned the concatenation of string user isAdmin and the string representation of the value of isAdmin. So the value of message would be user isAdmin true. We log the value of message to the console. And moving on, we have a variable called strExample, which is assigned the concatenation of strings my, car, and is out of order. So the value of the string example would be my car is out of order, and we got it logged out in the console log. Now let's see some interesting cases of type conversion and string concatenation. We log the result of the expression 3, which is string, plus 2, which is number, to the console, and it would be the string 32. The reason is that JavaScript performs string concatenation when one of the operands is a string. With the next example, we log the result of expression 2, which is number, plus 3, which is string, to the console, and it would be the string 23. So JavaScript converts the number 2 to a string and performs string concatenation. In the next line, we have 2 plus 2 and then plus string 2. Here JavaScript performs addition for the first two numbers, resulting in 4. Then it converts the number 4 to a string and concatenates it with the string 2. So the result would be the string 42. And another example, we log the result of the expression one string plus 1 plus 1 to the console, and it would be the string 111. JavaScript starts with the string concatenation of 1 and the number 1 resulting in the string 11. Then it concatenates with the string 11 with the number 1, and resulting will be 111. Now things get a bit different. We log the result of the expression 10 minus 5 to the console, and it would be the number 5. JavaScript performs the subtraction operation because the minus operator is not used for string concatenation. And with the next line we have 10 divided by 5. JavaScript recognizes that we are performing a mathematical operation and converts the string 10 to the number 10, so the result will be the number 2. Similarly, in the line 10 multiplied by 5, JavaScript converts the string 10 to the number 10 and performs the multiplication operation, so the result will be the number 50. So in general, if we have a plus number, then it will be concatenation or mathematical operation, and we have a minus or division or multiplication, it will be a mathematical operation, unless the value is a string like hello and so on. And assignments. At the conclusion of each lesson, I highly encourage you to complete the assignments, as they will greatly contribute to your progress in JavaScript. By consistently practice, you will see faster results in your learning journey. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more great coding content. Stay updated with the latest videos by ringing the notification bell. Happy coding!